Between your eyebrows, is that some sort of scar there?
Um, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scar.
Can you explain how that happened?
That's crazy. When I was like 16, me and my man got into it with some niggas in the parking lot, and long story short, we got into it. Niggas went to the crib and all that. We had to run to the house. Got to a situation. I ran to the house. I opened the door up for him, and he kicked the door in, and it hit my face, split my face open. It was way bigger than this. It was from the top of my head to the bottom of my face right here at first, and then I got a piece of bullet, like a little shrapnel, a bullet stuck in it, so I couldn't get it sewed all the way up at first. So that's why it's still, like, it's a little piece in there still, like it's a little piece of metal in there still. So
You can feel it?
yeah, you can feel it if you tap it. You can feel it right in the middle. It's like a little nugget. That's some weird shit.
Is there any sort of sensation when the weather changes because you do have a piece of metal
Yeah,
there?
it make my eyes watery. Like my eyes be watering up a lot too. Like, and then it don't be hurting for real, like an ache. You feel me? Like, cause I got something wrong with my foot too, so I got metal in my foot too. Feel me? Type shit. So my foot would be aching. This shit don't ache. It just, like, I can't sleep on my feet. Like, you know how some people sleep when they stop. I can't sleep like that, cause I'll wake up in the morning and then my shit'll hurt. Tight. Feel me? So it don't really be hurting though. Oh, crazy. That shit been there for a minute.
When your eyes water and things of that nature, is that due to the type of temperature it is, or that's just because you have a piece of metal there?
Yeah, if I wash my face too hard, like how I was washing my thing, that's how why I was going like that across the top. Cause if I go across it, it make me like it's like it trigger something in my eye. I don't know why, like some nerves or some shit like that. It do some shit to my eyes.
So for the recovery process, do they actually give you stitches there?
Nah, I actually went to the hospital, and like I told you, we got into an incident. So we was in the emergency room, and I ended up just leaving, getting an ice pack and some butterfly stitches. Like they got my vitals and all that, get butterfly stitches for the moment. And I ended up leaving because they started doing all this extra shit. So I ended up just leaving, going home. I ain't go to school for like 2 weeks. Because my whole face was open, you feel me? So I just stayed home. I ended up getting a job too, doing that type shit. Stopped going to school for a little while.
How far did you get with your education?
12th grade, I graduated, but I got locked up on my graduation. But on some bullshit, they let me go like, it's the same day. It was on some bullshit. I ain't even get to walk the stage type shit though. They said my name on the stage and all that.
Like you were arrested and let go as in you were just detained?
Yeah, detained type shit. I was with somebody. I was with one of my niggas, and he had a warrant type shit. But we was somewhere in where we shouldn't have been type shit.
If you ended up being charged with something, at that time, I know you didn't, but if you would have, would you have been treated as a juvenile or an adult at that
I'd have
moment?
been a juvenile. I was a kid still.
And what high school do you graduate from?
Hampton High School.
And thinking back, when you did go to the emergency room, I know why you left, but if you would have stayed, would they have given you stitches? Was that what was going to happen?
Yeah, for sure. She told me they was gonna give me stitches and they was gonna push it together and put some type of glue stuff on it so it wouldn't leave this scar right here in the middle of my face. But I didn't want to wait. It was too much going on. I didn't want to. You feel me? I didn't want nothing to really go down like how they was acting weird. So I just left. Now I got this scar in the middle of my face.
When it comes to that scar, was that something you were ever teased about?
No, just my man Nick. So he always laughed because like the story behind it crazy. Is like, feel me? Like, so it's like nobody ever really said nothing because like they ain't never say nothing.
Was it something you were ever embarrassed over?
No, I never wasn't really embarrassed over it because it ain't nothing to really be embarrassed about. I got a battle scar for real, like this from the trenches. I got this from the hood, so it's like That is what it is.
Previously in a conversation, you mentioned, and I can't remember the exact words you said, so I'm just paraphrasing here, but you said something to the event that, you know, people are drawn to you possibly because of your looks.
Yeah.
Were you worried, you know, it wouldn't heal right? Were you worried that the scar was going to mess up your looks? Was that ever a concern for you?
Yeah, for sure. I was losing it. Like after we left the hospital, I kept telling them, bro, I gotta go to the hospital. I got to, bro. My face gonna look funny. Cause I kept pushing it together and I could feel it. Like, I'm like, bro, this shit hurt, bro. I gotta go back to the hospital, bro. It's like, I'm gonna look funny. My man, like, you ain't gonna look funny, you know that? And then my sister, like I told you, she was messing with my man Nick, so she came home to my house. She seen it. She ended up, you feel me? And I think she took some hair glue or something, some clear hair glue or something. She put it at the top, put it at the bottom, then we put the butterfly stitches on. And that's why it got the little line. And it's like, if you look at it, it look like it got stitches, but it's not stitches. My sister did it, feel me? And home stitches.
How would you judge her work?
She definitely did a 10, because I still look like him. I still look like one of them.
What's wrong with the foot?
I got into an accident when I was little. I fell off a lawnmower and cut my foot up, type shit. On 4th of July, I was 4 years old. Foot fucked up, type shit.
You have metal in your foot?
Yeah. And I got metal, I got a rod in my foot and like a couple screws, type shit.
Is it something that is supposed to just be with you for life, or is that something that eventually was supposed to come out and never did? Or
Nah, that shit on me for life. That shit like my skin, like that is a part of me, like it's there, and ain't never leaving. I gotta keep it there forever.
Is your I mean, you have a shoe on and jeans, so we can't really see it, but does it look like a normal foot, or is there some sort of deformity to it?
No, you can see it. Like it look like before I like say if I got a little vibe with me or something, I always tell them, cause I'm heavy getting the shower with mines and all that. So it's like I don't want nobody to be surprised and like you might see it, but like what the fuck? Like so it's like. It's like, all right, I'm going to tell you before you even get to see it. It's like it's funny looking, but it's like, it's a foot. Like, so it's like, you know, like, who give a fuck about a foot when you out here really putting it down? Like, you feel me? They don't care about that for real. Like, feel me? So I don't even trip about that shit. I used to be tripping about that shit, though. Right now I'm cool off that shit. It's like, I got $1,000 pair of sneakers covering it. There's no need to trip. You feel me?
But aside from how it looks, you do have all your toes and everything like that. And
no, I don't got. I don't got my big toe. I don't got my second toe, and I don't got half of my third toe. I swear I'm not lying either. I'm not lying. I promise you. You can ask anybody that know me know I'm not lying. Type shit. I ain't lying.
Did the accident cause that to be removed, or did they have to remove that to save your foot?
The accident did it. The accident cut the whole thing off, like almost my whole foot. Like it could have cut my whole foot off. They almost took my whole foot off at the hospital. Like I was losing too much blood, so they was talking about taking my foot off. But you know, my mom wasn't going for that. I was still a kid. She like, y'all not taking his foot. His foot not even that big. But they kept it around.
Do you remember that moment?
Yeah, for sure.
Can you explain what actually happened, how it got cut off?
All right. R.P. Neat. You feel me? This my cousin's stepfather. So my grandmother, this was around the time, this back in the day. I was 4, so this back in the day. This when the ride lawnmowers first came out type shit. And I got different one. Like my grandmother, most people think my grandmother probably black African American. My grandmother Caucasian, feel me? So like she got all the little everything, like for the lawns and everything. So we at 4th of July, we back out the John Deere. We say back out the John Deere. So he driving it, but it's like my grandmother's house was on the hill, and it's a street right there, but it go down on it like a dip type shit. So we riding on it, it's a car coming. it's a lady though. She drunk. She swerving. So she was about to hit us. So he had to turn it. So once he turned it, it was we on the riding lawnmower. My cousin sitting on the back is his stepfather. My cousin sitting on the back is Nate. And she me on the side where his stick is. I pulled his stick back type shit. I started it all the way up and I fell all the way under it. Feel me? Like it ran me over. But my foot just so happened to go in there type shit. And it cut my foot all up crazy. And I ain't even feel it for real. I ain't feel it. Like, I ain't pass out or nothing. I ain't feel it. My foot was bleeding all crazy. I ain't cried or nothing. I was in shock. Feel me? I was a kid, so it was like, that shit was crazy. Just to be, I almost died from that shit. From losing so much blood type shit. It was crazy.
Does an ambulance come, or do they take you?
Everybody had to rush me to the hospital. That's how much blood I was losing type shit. Like, it was that crazy. Like, blood everywhere. Like, and then I don't even, like, that shit just was crazy.